A century ago, trains clawed their way over this mountain. Today we're trying it on electric dirt bikes. With every climb, our battery drains a little closer to zero. Our goal? To reach an abandoned Alpine train station high in the Colorado Rockies before our time runs out. We set out from Pitkin, Colorado late in the afternoon with a full battery and a promise of exploration ahead. Our plan was simple. Follow the Alpine Tunnel Road through the Gunnison National Forest to an abandoned station. But starting this late meant we were already in a race that we did not yet realize. A race against Nightfall. For now though, we were on our way. The abandoned station is above 11,500 feet high. This high elevation climb presented us with stunning views of the area, but it came at a price as it taxed the dirt bike batteries heavily. As we traveled down the path where the old railroad tracks used to be, we reached about 50% battery. We strongly considered turning around as running out of battery before getting back seemed to be a growing possibility. But we knew the ride back was mostly downhill, so we should be able to conserve some of the battery on the way back. What could be the harm of pushing a few extra numbers out of the battery to reach our destination? Completed in 1881, the station's primary transport was silver. The builders of this station had such a dangerous job and had to live in this unforgiving environment, and they were rewarded with $3.50 to $5 a day for labor. This structure looked vastly different in 1881. It was used for locomotive maintenance as well as storage of water and coal. It was also used by the day's residents for dining and sleeping. See where the residents relaxed and slept after a hard day's work. It was added a couple of years after the establishment of the station. The entire foundation of this station is built upon this tunnel. It was the first of its kind, the very first Colorado tunnel to cross the Continental Divide. In its day, it was the highest railroad tunnel in North America. It took 2 years of blasting to tunnel through the solid granite. It was, and still is, inaccessible for most of the year due to its harsh winter conditions. The environment was not sparing to the tunnel, and it is claiming the tunnel back. The interior of the tunnel is caving in. This tunnel is at the end of its line, much like this was the end of our exploration. Nightfall was quickly creeping in, and with less than half of our battery left, it was going to be a race to get back before nightfall. As I sit on my modern-day electric dirt bike, it's hard to believe that over a century ago, trains once clung to these cliffs hauling silver, supplies, and passengers high above the valley. Today, all that remains are scattered ruins and faint traces of what once was, a reminder of just how unforgiving this place can be, and why I don't want to be here when night falls. continue to cling to every percent of battery.
We got 32%.
36.
The station far behind and above us, and here in the trees, no hints of the trains remain. In the early 1900s, fire consumed part of the line. Some structures were rebuilt, a symbol of endurance, of refusing to vanish, but the odds were stacked against it. As silver prices fell, the Alpine station fought to survive, and by 1910, it finally succumbed. With the day's light almost gone, we coasted back to our cabin. The bikes barely made it back with only 3% of the battery remaining. With the batteries completely drained, we had pushed to the limits. Much like the old train station clinging to the mountainside far above, the Alpine line may be gone, but its story lingers in the ruins. If those who worked here a century ago could see us on our electric dirt bikes, I think they'd be impressed with how far engineering has come. And the feeling is mutual. We've come this far because generations before us built the foundation by pushing beyond what seemed possible. The Alpine Station was a marvel, the first of many. Its ruins stand as a symbol of how far we've come and how far we will go.